No, you're not. Calm down. Okay. Nice. That's awesome. I've been since I've been taking more pictures and playing around with that Osmo and doing videos and recording. I'm like I'm looking at cell phones now, and I'm not looking at anything other than the camera. I'm just like, okay, like, yeah, whatever. I thought of that doing that too. Actually, I have the Rebel, but the Rebel's big. Yeah, that they shrunk the Rebel. Mine's a Rebel T something or another, and it's massive. Two? That's fine. I don't see a video feed on our. What's going on now? It says we're live, but on my side, I see just like I don't see anything good. But I'm also trying to stream out and stream in at the same time, and I think it might be slowly killing my computer's networking. Tactical Mafia says everything's fine. Chris Shefflow's here. Marianne says everything was good. Fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 154 of the Maritime Milsom podcast. My name is Brad O'Dell, and with me I have not my typical co-hosts. Instead, I have Nightmare PB down there in the left-hand corner. And we have our special guest coming in live from Houston traffic. Is Carlos? He's the gentleman who will be talking to us about Snake Eater: A Proxy Wars. So, basically, let's get this started off real quick. So, Carlos, why don't you talk a little bit about yourself and just like explain to all the kids at home who you are. 10 years for anything like that is awesome. Awesome. Here's a downside. Nobody heard that.
Oh, no.
No.
So my system reset its audio inputs, so the software wasn't picking up my audio adapter. It simply picked up just me. So it's been total dead silence while I'm typing away on a keyboard and flicking away at the keyboard at the mouse. So we could put that down as not nearly as bad as when I forgot to hit the record button. But still up there. So, Carlos, I hate to do this to you, but I need you to basically just say everything you just said again.
From the top.
Wait a minute. Let me re-up on my Red Bull for a bit.
Right? And this time you could be like, if there's any point in that time where you were like, man, I wish I said something different, now is your chance to say something different.
All right. Here's the mulligan version of what I just said. My name is Carlos Pagan. I am the captain of the Ghost of Sparta scenario paintball team.
Woo!
We're entering our 10th year as a team.
10 years.
And to me, 10 years, anything paintball is huge. But personally, as a player, I've been playing for 20 years. And to stay in anything, these days, you don't have a lot of marriages that last that long.
It's true.
So to stay in the game that long, you got to stay passionate about it. So you asked me who I am. I am just a very passionate paintball player who wants to share my vision of the sport with as many people as possible. And through social media, through YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, we have that ability these days, and there's no reason we shouldn't be using it.
I follow you every way, buddy. That's perfect. Congrats on 10 years. That's wild. That's fantastic. I need, you know what I need? I need to write this down. I need a little like fireworks animation for when people have like announcements like that. And they're just like, yeah, 10 years, like, little fireworks going off.
No. You can't cheap out like that. You need like the little poppers. Just poof.
I should just go to the dollar store, just get a stack of them, keep them next to the computer at all times. Just never know
when.
Put
it on the wall right behind you. Like, yeah. You have that little empty section, right?
Oh, right better yet, what I could do is we'll hang it from the ceiling with just like a strap that just says like, in case of event. And just
in case of milestone.
In case of milestone. Break glass in case of milestone.
Oh, yeah.
If you could get some sugar glass or something
I was just thinking that. I was like, oh my God, like Hollywood glass. Yeah.
You could do
until Fran does it one day and replaces it with real glass and you just bleed all over the podcast.
I'd have so many views.
Hey, I got a series dedicated to that kind of thing, so
let's be honest, you got famous because you broke your knee.
Kind of. That video does have nearly 4 million views.
Right,
I will
right.
Attribute a little bit to that. Every cloud has a silver lining.
Yeah. Sorry, no. I got this. Somebody sent me a video of some fella like skateboarding, and he like slips off the skateboard and snaps his leg, and it's just like in slow motion. It's just yeah. Yeah. Right.
Oh, I shouldn't eat ice cream in the basement. I'm frozen.
My hands are freezing, man. It's massively cold here. What was I going to say?
You're cold onto me right now. Now I'm feeling cold.
I see green behind you. You don't get to talk about being cold.
Yeah, no.
We live in a fucking like a frozen wasteland right now.
Damn right we do.
So Snake Eater. Let's talk. Before we talk about Snake Eater, I just got to let everyone know that they need to stick around because I got another package in the mail, so we're gonna open that. Package. Right? Look at the size of that package, eh?
I've seen bigger.
Shut up.
I don't know, man. The package I got from Commando was much larger than that. Like that is a puny package. Like you got to up your game, bro. You got to bring more to the table.
You know, I don't want to talk about it publicly, but you know I can up that package you got.
Well, that one's definitely girthy, but I think mine has you beat on
Here,
length.
actually, Brian, I got this mug just for you, buddy.
No. I should have something for you. Do you know how long it took me to blur out those middle fingers in the last vlog? I told you I was a pro editor, and I did it.
I'm sorry, but that was too funny. Too funny. Oh, guys, go check the video. It's on his YouTube. Go Nightmare PB on YouTube and check him out. There's a fantastic video. You could skip to like the halfway mark where I'm in it. It's awesome. So yeah, so there is a mail call. We'll get to that later. But Snake Eater, let's talk about Snake Eater. So what's the reasoning behind Snake Eater Proxy Wars? What's the
So a lot of people don't realize that I actually grew up in North Carolina. Behind the scenes, I've been playing at Boulder Gap since 2009, and I've just always enjoyed playing at Command Decisions. So this year, going to Boulder Gap, along the way, I stopped. I talked to Doug Brown, and I asked him, well, what's the likelihood of me being able to host Snake Eater at Command Decisions? Because I know Ferg, but me and Ferg don't have a personal relationship to where I felt like I could approach Ferg with that question. And Doug Brown basically made the connections. I just love Command Decisions. I love the staff there, the mindset of everyone that works there around that field, of the style of paintball that they play there. And I just wanted to branch out with the Snake Eater brand towards that type of mindset and that type of mentality of paintball. So Proxy Wars is just a continuation of Snake Eater, the storyline that we've been developing for Snake Eater over the past 2 years.
Okay.
And we just wanted to take it to a new field with, like-minded individuals who want to see this brand of game expanded and this type of game grow.
I like it. It's good. It's clean. It's clear. It makes sense. I love it. So it's being hosted at was it Command Decisions War Center?
Command Decision War Game Center.
That's what it was. I should have wrote that down.
It's the host field for Boulder Gap Airsoft and Boulder Gap Paintball. Great field. I believe they list it as 72 acres of playing space. But to be honest, I don't know if you looked at it flat or if you looked at it with all the hills and valleys that are there. Because there are some areas on that field where it's about a 20 to 30 foot elevation difference in areas. So it's definitely not a two-dimensional field by any means.
Yeah, that's what I've heard, that there's literally valleys. Like, it's not
Seriously.
Yeah, it's not your standard play in the woods kind of game.
We could have an entire episode just on the challenges of radio communication on that field because of the peaks and valleys and hills and sometimes the thick brush that exists on that field. It's
wild.
It's insane. And like I said, I've played the field since 2009, and I enjoy going back and playing that field. And I just thought it was time to have a large MagFed only game style event on that field.
That's going to be sick. No wonder there's a group of guys coming up from the Maritimes for this game.
Yeah!
It sounds sick. Like, they are trying their hardest to get me to go, but it's counting the cash to buy the tickets. So, damn, that sounds like fun. To play on such a dynamic field where it's a continuous storyline from the year before.
Yep.
Like, I've always wanted to do something like that. So it's coming.
It's here's the best part is we're super excited. By the way, we're going. At least I am. And
I saw you on my list. You're on my list. You're in.
Right?
He's on the list.
I'm on the list. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
On the list.
I'm on a lot of lists. I get randomly checked at the airport a lot.
It's the beard.
It's definitely the beard. It absolutely is the beard. Here's the crazy thing is Nightmare here is talking like, oh, you gotta pinch pennies, gotta count dollars. The flight alone cost like as much as this microphone. We got the flight from East Coast Canada to North Carolina. I think it was like $300 Canadian.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So you're saying if I didn't buy that vlogging microphone, I could totally go.
You could. Anyways, we're super excited. We're coming down the day before the event. We're flying in, and then we're going to play for 2 days, and then we got a whole day afterwards. Then we're flying out. Insanely excited. It's going to be a blast. You have no idea. We've each bought two cases.
I'm excited to meet people and get everyone together. Just come. It's about having fun.
Yeah.
That's mainly what paintball should be about. No drama,
Absolutely.
just get together, have fun. You know,
Yeah,
I think
we
forget about that.
It's
we're
well,
gonna
I mean, it's I'm kind of torn too, right? Because I'm like, okay, we're going like the last trip out west was to Operation Endwar in California, and I made the promise to myself that I wasn't going to work. I was going to go, and I was just going to play paintball. But I think this time around, I think I am going to actually work. I'm going to actually do some podcast recordings. I'm going to do some video recordings. We're going to do.
Get some practice for D-Day in, right?
Right. We're going to document the entire trip. We're going to document the field, everything. It's going to be amazing. And I'm insanely excited. Traveling with a good group of guys. 2. I don't know what's group.
It's a party.
It's a party. Absolutely. Last time I traveled with these guys, we all ended up in house coats.
Well, I will say, traveling to the field, Charlotte is not a bad airport to fly into.
Perfect, because that's where we're flying into.
Yeah, Charlotte is not a bad field to fly into. It's about an hour away from the field, from Hickory. Hickory itself has great breweries to visit.
Yes.
After we get done with the
breweries,
the night game, because like I said, I've been going to Fold the Gap since 2009. Hickory, very small, quiet town to go visit.
Won't be that weekend.
The field where the event is actually held is actually a dry county, so you do have to go to Hickory in order to get any adult beverages.
What is with the United States and dry counties? What is this nonsense?
It's a holdover from a forgotten era.
Apparently. Anyways.
The right to bear arms, but not to get drunk, apparently. That's bullshit.
Hey.
You think it would go hand in hand? So if it's a dry county, does that mean I can score some like really nice bathtub gin?
Ooh.
I have not been offered anything in that county. In other counties, I've had stuff that has made the back of my neck go numb. So,
oh, that's what I want. I want moonshine in a mason jar. That's what I'm after.
Yeah.
That is.
You be careful what you ask for.
He's gonna come back blind.
It's okay.
Basically.
I can do a podcast blind.
I don't know what happened, but I can't see anymore.
I just come back and my beard's white. It's just been bleached by whatever hard liquor I've been drinking. Very excited.
That could be what made me started going bald now that I think about it.
Right? It's that hooch. Look at this. Look, our boy Josh. Best moonshine I've ever had was at Platoon Leader.
Yes. It's the same field. It's the same field. So Platoon Leader, which is actually happening the beginning of May, they put on a game that's more of a simulation style mag set event. So their rule set, they chrono down marker pistols so that a pistol can't shoot as far as a rifle.
Oh yeah, those guys are nuts.
Sniper rifles, they go absolutely insane there with that. But it's that same core group of MagFed players that we're talking about at that same field, and it's that same community that I really hope will just be a part of this and just enhance what Snake Eater is becoming.
You have no idea how excited me and the guys are to come down to this. This is amazing. The trip is going to be awesome.
Now I will say one thing about North Carolina though. Since moving to Texas, my entire outtake on barbecue is completely altered now.
So is Texas better or North Carolina?
Texas has barbecue championships, okay?
Look at this. The barbecue's so good, he let go of the steering wheel of his car to express it.
Yes, yes. When I, like, Texas barbecue is king, hands down, of anywhere.
Okay, but I guarantee you that North Carolina's barbecue is probably better than the Maritimes. We don't really do barbecue. But
Yeah.
we will cook. We'll run circles around anybody cooking fish.
You're not.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah. If you ever want to clog an artery, come east. I'll feed you fishing brews.
And then have a kitchen party.
The furthest north I've made it so far is to Niagara. That's as far north as I've gotten so far.
Pretty close.
Niagara's, you've made it to the right longitude. Now you got to go east by about 10 hours to get to where I am.
I'll get there eventually. I just have to figure out how to bring the girlfriend along.
Fly. Driving here is a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna fly, if you want a real experience, fly into Fredericton, the city of Fredericton, because it's the only international airport I know of that they have one way in and one way out. The plane lands, and then they bring the thing out, and then like wheel it up to the window to the side of the plane, and then you actually walk out onto the tarmac, and then walk through a door, and you're there. You're in. You're officially in Canada. It's ridiculous. It's such a small airport. But if you, I recommend it actually. I recommend anybody come out east. This place is awesome.
Nobody comes out east.
They will be with the new competition we're holding.
That's true. That's very true.
Right.
The
competition. Okay, we'll talk about the competition real quick. Then we're going to go back to Snake Eater. So the competition is actually the Canadian MagFed competition, August 25th and 26th. It is pure MagFed. It is pure competition. There is no storyline. There is no backstory of any kind. It's literally just a competition, similar to a pump or a speedball competition, exclusively MagFed. Hopefully, we're going to do a 2 days of paintball, or it's going to be 2 days of competition. Worst case scenario, 1 day of competition, 1 day of big game. Who cares? Either way, a lot of paintball is going to be played, and there's trophies and prizes and stuff to be won. So what?
As long as nobody gets their hopes set on taking home first place, because that's already been claimed. Just throwing that out there. Don't make me get the only other MagFed paintball trophy on the east coast of Canada out, because I will.
So, anyways, that's why.
That? Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there, my precious.
Oh, look, he had it handy too.
I know.
I thought that was a plan right there.
Oh.
So when does the other 4 guys that were on the team get to take the trophy home?
They gotta fight me for it.
Makes it sound like he single-handedly won it when in fact he was 1/5 of a team. Just
dude,
saying.
That wasn't even 1/5, dude. It was all tuna, 100%.
It really was. It was all tuna. You were too busy writhing around on the ground after you smashed your face off a helicopter.
Yeah, it's another good fail video. Hey, that video has 50,000 views. Okay,
that's awesome. Anyways, Canadian MagFed competition. We're actually going to do a whole episode on that in the future. But stay tuned. Wow, look at all the comments I missed.
We have comments.
There's a question here. It says, "Is Milsig going to have a booth at Snake Eater?"
Of course.
Okay, fantastic.
Of course, Milsig is going to be there. Doug Brown. I cannot touch South Carolina's borders during normal daylight hours without stopping and having some type of brown whiskey with Doug Brown. Okay,
that's nothing wrong with that.
Hands down, Doug Brown. Aaron, I might have to drag Aaron kicking and screaming out there, but for sure Doug Brown's going to be there.
I love it.
It's too close for him not to be there.
That's awesome. That's exactly what we wanted to hear. So with Snake Eater, it's all MagFed. It's we're super. What I'm excited for is the fact that I have 250 round boxes of First Strike rounds waiting for me. First Strikes all day, every day.
I just got goosebumps.
And a bag of paint, whatever. Just in case.
I keep the paint in my pistol just for those close encounters.
I don't run a pistol. I have like the main. So I mean, the paint's going to be good for, I don't know, like I get bored and I don't know. But we decided we wanted to run with the first strikes. One, because it's first strikes. Two, first strikes. And three, because we were worried about North Carolina heat and melting paintballs. Because we really don't know. Like, we ran into that in California. It was too warm. The paint was like swelling and popping. So that kind of sucked.
Ew.
Yeah, if you're not used to dealing with temperature differences and stuff like that, like here in Texas, we actually roll to the fields with coolers just for the paintballs to keep them at a stable temperature all day. Because when we're playing, sometimes during the summer, it's 105 degrees outside.
Screw that.
That's
So, oh no, that's when you find out who's really worth their weight.
the Canadians just melt.
105 Fahrenheit to Celsius. What is that? That is 41 degrees Celsius. That is when it reaches 40 degrees Celsius where we are, they literally shut down the city. They will tell people, do not go outdoors.
That's a solid. There will be time periods here in Texas where you'll have a solid 30, 40 days where it doesn't get below 100 degrees during the day.
Wow.
So
I am never moving to Texas.
you don't stop. Yeah, but then again, you're talking about freezing. It's 75 degrees Fahrenheit here right now. So we're sitting pretty right now. We just pay for it during the summer months.
I mean, I get it. Like, you know, in the winter here, it gets to minus 30. So.
Yeah, that.
But I can bundle up and stay warm. I can only get so naked before I can't go any further.
Yeah.
So with Snake Eater, very excited for that. And what I'm also excited for is these sick ass patches.
So let me talk about the designer of those patches, if I could, for a minute.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the gentleman who does the artwork for Snake Eater, he's actually behind the scenes on a lot of different things. I mean, I can't even begin to speak highly enough of his work. His name is Aaron Yendel. Maybe you've heard of him, maybe you haven't, but me and him exchange emails. We'll have phone calls for hours and weeks on end about exactly what we want to represent with each of these patches before they come to fruition. So, with it being a continuous storyline, you know, we want to show a natural evolution of the factions which get carried over, and each new faction we introduce, there are certain elements and themes that we want to introduce with that faction and bring it into the fold to just bring another layer of storytelling to the game. And we really do let the outcome of the game dictate the storyline for the game. So there's a lot of thought process that goes in to these patch designs, and we're really proud of what comes out of these long discussions and long conversations. And then he truly is the artist that brings it all together.
Wow, that was really heartfelt. That was some impressive words right there, buddy.
He really does put his heart and soul into the work he does. And you can see that, and you can see in each of his work if there's something that's not quite right. Like if I see something he sends to me and it doesn't look quite right, I know to ask him, hey, what's up, buddy? What's going on? Because, you know, that's how involved he is with the work he does.
That's awesome. And you can definitely see it. Like, take a look at this. So I put the patches up on the screen for everyone to look at. And these things are awesome looking. The Reaper look, like that Reaper is so badass. Good. And the idea of like the purple and the gold, just it works so well. Both patches look amazing.
Wow.
absolutely fantastic. I love them both. Now, are these patches? These are going to be embroidered, or are they going to be PVC?
These are good. So the designs get sent off the patch panel. There's a little plug for patch panel. Evan and the boys over there, and they will be PVC.
Nice.
All of ours are 3D PVC patches. Um, we'll get the run made, and when you register, you have the option to choose whether you want our Snake Eater logo patch, or if you would like your faction patch of your of the faction of which you're playing for. Last year, we had patch upgrades. If you wanted to buy all of the patches for the event, that could be rolled in together.
Yeah, that's happening.
We haven't rolled that into the registration page just yet, but that's definitely what will be available at the event for sure. We will
Sweet.
have extra patches to purchase the designs.
Good, because I want one of each now. 'Cause I went with the Snake Eater one because I was like, I gotta have a Snake Eater patch, and then when I seen those two, I was like, I gotta have all the patches.
Well, a lot of people don't realize, the only way to get a Snake Eater patch is to come to a Snake Eater game.
Right.
I'm not the type of person who's gonna put the patch up for just Joe Schmo on the internet to buy it and post it on his patch wall to say, oh, look, I have this patch. No, you have to come to the game and experience it in order to get that patch to put on your wall. So that's definitely a patch that you have to earn in that respect.
That's awesome. Sorry, somebody's asking what team I'm playing on. Dave, I'll be playing on, I think I'm playing on the Nomads.
So do you want to talk about the generals of each team?
Yeah, let's talk about the generals. So who is commanding, generaling, or at least attempting to herd the cats that are paintballers through this game?
So for the for the Eastern Federation forces, we will be having Kent Jones of Team Boxer. He will be commanding the Eastern Federation. And for the nomadic tribes out of Florida, Chris Scott of AOD will be commanding the nomadic tribes.
Wicked.
So we wanted to choose. We wanted people who were. We wanted one team to be a local team, and one team to kind of be an away team, to kind of build on that regional rivalry that's become prevalent here in the United States. We have a lot of regional rivalries.
Yeah, you've got like that classic West versus East kind of thing going on, right? And I don't think you guys ever got quite over the North versus South thing. So,
well, just recently, I don't know if you guys saw, I led the East Coast to the third victory.
Actually, Sage was asking. He says, "How does it feel to three-peat?"
And that was incredible, especially being that I'm one of the people that have been to all three. It was just incredible. As soon as I was asked to the general for that game, I definitely jumped in and just said, definitely,
That's awesome.
You don't even have to ask again. I will be there.
Sick.
Dedication right there, ladies and gentlemen. Dedication. 100%.
It's fun. And I know the Florida guys and the Carolina guys, they're building up their friendly rivalry between them. I know Florida, their uniform is plaid. They like to all roll out to the field together wearing plaid. And the Boxer
Cute.
guys, they usually wear tiger stripe and they all roll together. So it's a fun thing to see rivalries like that develop. And then at the end, everyone just goes to the local brewery and have a beer together.
God, I can't wait. Oh my God, this is. So, sorry, I'm picturing all these tiny little like pockets of like teams, and like everyone's gonna be like all gung ho. They're like, "Yeah, we're gonna do this. And then me and my crew are gonna roll up and be like, "We have no idea what's going on. This is great." Like, just the plucky little Canadians are gonna be there. Complain about how hot it is
again.
Hey, what?
To mess things up again, like you guys always do.
Yeah. So, Carlos, you may not know this, but it's way up there. When we went to Operation End War, at the end of the day, they were handing out awards, right? So each general was picking out people from their teams and giving out awards like MVP or whatnot, right? So they had this one award that was the outstanding achievement of Mofo, right?
Yeah.
So the Mofo was the player that wrecked the most stuff, caused the most trouble for the other team. We were actually awarded the award from the opposing team. Their general was just like, every time we turned around, these 3 dudes from Canada were just fucking with our plans constantly. So we ended up getting the award for that. So looking forward to basically messing with the other team as much as we can. Looking forward to that. Can't wait.
It's what you do, man. It's what you do.
Absolutely. It's funny because in Ontario, the Maritimers, so we're from the Maritimes, the Maritime provinces, and in Ontario, we're known for being the guys that you can't, like, how do I put this? Give you an example. Went to a game and they're handing out objectives, right? So the captain, the team general is just like, okay, this group's going to do this. This group's going to go after this objective, and this group's going to go after this. And I was like, okay, cool. What do you need from the Maritimers? And they're like, we need you to just go fuck things up. That was it. That was our objective. Just go mess with everything. Can't wait to.
Every general needs that.
We are B
Every
company.
That group of guys that they don't go OFP, but they just get told head in this direction and mow faces.
Pretty much,
general needs
yeah.
those guys.
They were just sort of pointed in a direction, and we're just like, they're just okay, go that way, and just break shit as you go. Like, that's what we did. It was great. Even to the point where it was at another game, the commander was like, I need the Maritimers because I need him to do special tasks, and his second in command who knew us was like, no, dude, just let them do what they do best. Don't give them an objective. Just let them go do what their thing is. It was great. Looking forward to basically doing that on a new field. Is what it's going to be. Now,
I will say, hold on. You have some time between now and then. Go ahead and get some stair climbing in, because the hills are brutal on this field.
Yeah, so I'm actually, and Nightmare will know I think he'll know what I'm talking about.
Probably.
So part of my getting ready for this event is going to be running up Odell Park's hills.
Ooh.
Yeah. So
Ooh. You have fun with that.
It's going to suck. I'm going to be in a lot of pain, but it's got to be
Can
done.
I have your paintball stuff afterwards?
No, I will be buried with that shit. I tell you that. Can't wait. Maybe I'll document that. Maybe it'll be like Brad's adventure in not being fat. And
Brad, we hardly knew ye.
Right. Okay, so we're at the 38.5-minute mark.
Damn.
So let's talk about this.
Oh, yeah.
Super excited. I think I just showed off my address to everybody.
That's cool.
So anyways, this is super cool. So this is a package from Tactical Mafia, which I don't know if they're still watching or not because I'm not getting comment feeds. The comments are messed up for me. So hopefully he's still there, still kicking around watching. So I already know what it is because I traded him a T-shirt for a T-shirt.
Ooh.
So let's take a look at
Seems
this.
to be a popular thing within our community, and I kind of like that. It's like, hey, you have a T-shirt, and I have a T-shirt. Let's make a deal.
That's pretty much what it was, actually. He was like, dude, T-shirt for T-shirt? And I was like, yeah, absolutely. Send me a T-shirt. And then he sent me a T-shirt, and I sent him a T-shirt. I also had some surprises in it, too. So looking forward to him opening that. But check these out. We got stickers. Tactical Mafia stickers.
I was going to say, what, confetti dicks? Like, just fucking poof.
No,
Surprise, Mo.
I should have done that, though. I should have sent, like, a glitter bomb.
See, that is the only reason why I won't do that whole YouTube mail thing, because I know our community oh too well. And I don't need dick bombs in my mailbox like every other day.
Hey, Nightmare, can you send me your address? I got to send you something. It's a T-shirt.
No.
I swear to God.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So it is a T-shirt. Look at that T-shirt, and it is actually a pretty badass T-shirt, if I must say so.
That
Look at
actually is. I like that.
Very nice.
So-
very nice.
It's what size is this? A large?
Triple XL.
Shut up. Fat, not that fat.
Voluptuous.
Fluffy. Huggable? I'm huggable. That's what I am. I'm huggable. I'm soft and huggable. So yeah, this is a pretty badass T-shirt actually. Pretty stoked about it. This is gonna be a workout T-shirt. That's what this is gonna be. This is gonna be me sweating my ass off running up and down Odell Park. So
Workout T-shirt. Who are you kidding?
right? Sorry, dude. I'm gonna ruin this T-shirt.
Send it back. Return
Right.
to sender.
like right here, in the armpit. That's all gonna be like crusted with white. You watch.
Dude, they have towels for that. Come
anyways.
on.
Super awesome. So thank you so much for that T-shirt. That's badass. And the stickers. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them, but I'm gonna find a place for them. I need. Oh, you know what I need?
I'm
I need
the same way, man. People send me stickers. I'm like, I have no place to
I know
stick these.
exactly what I'm going to do with them. I need to buy like a big, hard, like heavy case. Don't give me that look. For like toting gear around. I'm just going to cover that sucker in stickers.
There you go.
Right?
You know, I tried that. A lot of stickers won't stick to it.
We'll
Like,
find
a
it.
lot
I don't
of
know.
stickers won't stick to my case.
I'll stick it to.
There's a wall behind you.
There is. Ooh, a sticker wall? That might be something. That could be a new
Be
thing.
prepared to lose your your damage deposit. I'm just throwing that out there.
No,
right now.
not going on the wall itself. I'm going to do it something like that, but it's just going to be stickers.
Oh.
How cool! That's it. You know what?
And you can take it with you when you move.
Exactly. That's you know what? That's what's happening. Done.
Stick it on the wall. That would actually make a really sick backdrop.
It would.
Like,
It's going to
I've got
go.
kids over there and like a hanging sheet behind me. Like that's as sophisticated as I'm going.
It's going to go right here.
I quit.
Done. It's going to be. It's going to be cheap too. I'm just going to go like spend like 40 cents on a thing of Bristol board, and just start slapping stickers to it.
I'd tape a whole bunch of Bristol. No, you want something you can fold up though, like when you're done. Whatever.
Figure it out.
We're paintballers. We don't think too hard.
Black Widow here laughing along with you, thinking the same thing when I said big and hard. Yeah.
We know what you like, buddy. We know what you like.
Don't judge me.
You know, I really got to start recording this conversation. This needs to go in a future video somewhere on a certain channel somewhere.
Speaking of which, I'm going to put this out to the masses. The whole 10 people, 12 people, 13 people watching.
You're welcome.
Right?
My bots are working.
So YouTube has, or is it YouTube? Yeah, YouTube has basically said that they're going to demonetize any video that advertises the sale of a firearm or firearm accessories.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So this is what's happening in the news. This is kind of neat, and I was kind of thinking of taking advantage of this and rolling with this just for shits and giggles. Pornhub is actually looking at expanding their safe for work section to basically compete with YouTube.
Wait, slow down. They have a safer work section?
Apparently. I learned this from the article.
I had no idea.
Oh,
Right?
Dude.
So,
that's life changing.
Whoa, dude. That's great. That's a section of their site I've never been on.
I know. But hear me out. If there's any site that can go toe-to-toe with YouTube, it's Pornhub.
You're absolutely right.
And honestly, a bunch of gun enthusiasts have already jumped ship to the website.
I think that would be the only viable contender to YouTube. Like,
so
to
I'm
be able to handle that many videos.
I am thinking of actually uploading every episode from now on going forward to Pornhub's Safe for Work section. It's free, so who cares? It's happening. Who knows? Maybe I'll make it big. Well, but
Whoa, Pornhub make it big. Whoa.
I'm only upset because you beat me to it. I wish I would have had that idea.
Yeah, so I was reading the article today, and I was just like, wow, I wonder. And I was like, you know what? It just dawned on me. I was like, I'm going to do it. The show is live on Facebook. It's live on YouTube, and then I'll take the file and I'll upload it to Pornhub.
You might as well.
Right? And actually, as I started reading, it turns out that Pornhub actually pays out like YouTube.
Oh.
I got fail videos to upload, yo.
I'm dying over here.
Video. I don't care what you do to it. Like you do you, man. As long as the mic keeps rolling.
Sorry, Andrew.
For some reason, this isn't all that shocking, though.
It's not, right? They were actually interviewing one of the people from Pornhub's website, like one of their marketing people. Anyways, and they actually said, like, we joke about this all the time, but right now this is becoming a very serious option.
Oh my God.
So they're looking at the idea of upgrading their servers to handle like 4 or 5 times the traffic.
Like, that would literally be a one-stop shop for a lot of people.
Right. And think about it this way, right? If the missus ever saw it on your browser history, you'd be like, no, I was just watching the Maritime Milson podcast.
Yeah, but then she would just think I was really weird. She already thinks I'm weird, but like a whole new level of weird.
But wait a minute. Back up for a second. Pornhub would have to upgrade their servers in order to handle traffic. How is Pornhub's traffic not already bigger than YouTube's?
Because YouTube is used to people watching for at least 10 minutes or longer, where Pornhub's systems are designed to handle about 45 seconds to 3 minutes.
They get a lot of traffic. They don't stay very long.
Right? And YouTube gets left playing in the background over and over again. Most people, it's just sort of like search, click, fast forward to a very specific point.
You look
business,
for the spike.
Close.
Right? You look for the spike along the playlist bar. Like, you're like, this is boring. Hey, a lot of people clicked here. Oh, okay. I see why they clicked here. Yeah, okay, we good.
That's the point of that spike. I never actually quite understood that. Thanks.
45 seconds later, and I'm back on YouTube.
Right, exactly.
Now, where would your spike be in this podcast?
When he announced my name.
Or when he was talking about package.
Eric Engler in there with the ding. Eric, buddy, you're a little bit late.
Podcast,
At this conversation needs a goddamn gong.
Like what, for the gong show that it's become?
Absolutely.
Ooh,
and I'm choking. I'm laughing so hard I'm starting to cough and it's starting to hurt.
Like if we had a bell, it would just be like
right? It would never stop. It would just be a goddamn fire alarm going off in the background. So we got 13 minutes left, so we need to do some shout outs. We need to go through the standard keeping the lights on situation, right? So
like seriously, he's down to a light bulb. Like, come on, folks.
Right.
Like, give this
exactly. Look at this lighting. So big thanks to Tier 1 Armament. They're the Canadian MagFed paintball and airsoft distributor. The main reason I say MagFed paintball is because they do mostly MagFed paintball, as well as airsoft. Sorry, I'm getting Facebook messages from a certain train. Anyways, tier1armament.com. You can get all sorts of goodies on their website. They are they've been helping us out for a long time. Solid guys. Definitely worth your time. And they're also the guys that get the gear to your dealers. So they bring it into the country, and then they hand it out to the dealers like Ripple Industries. So tactical gear, equipment, and paintball. If you go to rippleind.ca, fantastic guy. Tom is everywhere. He's always taking pictures, and his website is fantastic. It's clean, it's crisp, it's easy to use, and it's free shipping in Canada on any order over $99. So rippleind.ca. Well worth your time to take a look. Excuse me.
You really need to up your promo material, man. Like I nailed that with the old Rap4 promo code. You need to get something on the go like that. Like
Thought about
short, to the point. Like, it's pretty bad when people stop me like, can you do that thing you used to do? That promo code? It's like, come on, man. I haven't done that in like forever.
I could just mute
Like,
you
hell,
right
Hedgehog
now.
still
I
makes
could
fun of me
mute
because
you
of it.
right now.
I'm not going to do it.
Okay. So,
But
ladies and
that
gentlemen,
being
the new system actually allows me to mute individual people.
I hate this. I absolutely hate this new system because I have a new patch panel promo code that I could be plugging, but I'm not going to do that because nobody wants to save 20.
It just cut off.
Are you good? No, I unmuted you. Now you just look like an idiot.
I hate you so much. But yeah, but seriously, if people wanted to, no, I'm just kidding.
I'm hovering right over the mute button, dude.
I can see your mouse on the live feed.
So those are.
You want to do that to your customers? You want to rob them? They could be paying full price and you wouldn't even know. And I'm trying to save your people some money. 10% off. I don't know if you realize this. I hate you.
So, anyways, so those are the two sponsors the show has, the advertising deals. So, but we have even more important people to talk about, and that's our Patreon supporters. So let's go down the list. We got Mary B, Sizzle, Sage, Alex, Tony, Justin, Ryan, Dave, and a new one, Jeffrey. So much thank you to Jeffrey L for deciding to become a Patreon supporter. You have no idea how much we appreciate it, how much it means to us. So these Patreon supporters, these are the people that have gone out of their way to decide to support us financially out of their own pocket. It can be as little as $1, and we appreciate every cent. So if you go to patreon.com/Maritime Milson Podcast, a huge shout out to these people. I don't even know how to explain it. I can't explain how much it means to me. So, lastly, we got a handful of games coming up. So so obviously, boom, Snake Eater Proxy Wars. It's a MagFed only experience, June 1st to 3rd. If you're not signed up, do it now. So if you go to, it's not working, dude.
Too much contrast. I quit.
So sign up for Snake Eater Proxy Wars. Come hang out with me and the guys from Canada, and like the two guys coming from Canada that I know of, and the rest of us. We're gonna play paintball. We're gonna have beers. It's gonna be great. So can't wait. And then coming up, July 8th, Seabreeze Outlaws Pump and Pistol Paintball event. So if you ever had a reason to come out east, this is it. So doors open at 8:30 a.m.
Seabreeze Paintball.
Registration is going to be $10. Quick draw competition's $5. Sharpshooter competition's $5. And there's a Western themed contest. You can't go wrong. So that's Seabreeze Paintball. Look them up on Facebook. It's actually Nightmare's home field. Little known fact. Yeah.
Says who?
I
love those guys.
They're fantastic. Just like the Mag 12, Mag Action Games, number 12 charity event, the First Strike Only event. That's April 8th. There's still time to pre-register. So if you jump online and look at Mag 12, First Strike Only event, you'll find it there. $55 entry, air, lunch, raffle, and whatever a Dizotography is. I think that's a photographer. So it's going to be well worth it. Sorry, I'm running out of air now. But it's First Strike Only event being hosted by Shadow Syndicate in Michigan. It's going to be a great time. I'm kind of bummed that I can't go, but it's going to be a fantastic time. Place I do get to go, though, it's Commando's D-Day, the Tippmann Challenge. It's big game June 10th. Commando Paintball in outside of Ottawa, Ontario. Huge game. We're talking 1,300 players. Can't wait. Yours truly will be emceeing the event, so you'll see me on stage talking into a microphone like I am right now, except I'll be hot and sweaty, so it'll be even sexier.
Kind of like he is right now.
Oh, this isn't sweaty, dude. You haven't seen sweaty yet. It's coming.
Oh, I saw sweaty.
So you can register for this game, commandopaintball.ca/dday, or just go to the website, commandopaintball.ca, and take a look. Everybody is going to be there. Like, everybody except Hedgehog, because he's not going to be there, which is a shame.
Everybody.
Yeah, everybody except Hedgehog. And I like Greg Hastings, Reaper, Wolf, Alabaster Slim, George, Aztec, myself, Nightmare, and a bunch of other people that I'm not going to list them all because the list is too long. You'll meet them all at the game. You need to come and hang out. And that's that's it. That is everything I had to say. That is all the shout-outs that had to be done. Wow, that was a lot.
Carlos is not confused. He looks tired, just kind of sitting there in the parking lot.
It's because he drove a lot. He's also worked an entire day.
Yeah.
So,
that's hard.
So any tips of advice for anybody coming to Snake Eater Proxy Wars besides do stairs?
I was going to actually tell you what would be helpful for a lot of players. I mean, it's something I've been meaning to do myself, but I just don't have the time. Document the process of prepping your gear for air travel, and document the process of actually checking your gear with the airline and all of that stuff, because a lot of players who want to travel to these games all over, they don't know what they're getting themselves into. You know, some airlines, it's very easy to do. Some airlines, it's a little more difficult to do. And you're in a position where you can do that, and you can do that very well. Do that for the community, because it's something that is definitely needed. If you're flying in, you have 2 airports to choose from. Both of them are international airports. You have Charlotte, which is about an hour away. You have RDU, which is about 2.5 to 3 hours, depending on how risky you want to get with speeding tickets. Both are great places to fly into. Not very congested at all. It's a very beautiful drive to the field, and the community around there is just a great place to visit.
Awesome.
You can come see Eric Engler. I think Engler lives not too far from there, and if I'm not mistaken, he'll be at the event as well.
That's cool. I've always wanted to meet Eric. I've heard a lot about him.
Yeah, I've fought for him. I want to say 2 years at Fold the Gap. Not this past year. We flipped sides this past year, but no, he come out and meet Engler.
There you go. There you got to come in. So, excuse me. You got to come out
on the banner, like, Proxy Wars. Come meet Eric Engler.
That's great.
Hey, he might want to just come out and play.
True that.
He might, but unfortunately he's going to have a bunch of people come and stop and see him, and he's going to have to meet a bunch of people. So, you really are vlogging this, aren't you?
Yeah, it's kind of what I do. Well, as of like last week.
Well, I'm glad I have my tie on.
Right?
I did it earlier. I don't know if you caught it. But yes, that's exactly what I'm doing. Let me just mute myself.
That's cute. That is very cute. Okay, yeah. You know what? That's a hell of an idea. You know what? I didn't mute him, so he's either doing that.
He muted himself. He's monologuing over there.
He really is. Look at him go. Oh, there's the hand. There's the hand. He always does the hand. See, that is just fucking clown. I tell you. So we're pretty much there.
Document that whole experience, getting the crew together. I mean, there's always a hiccup somewhere. Just so people realize that when you come out to a game that's far away, it's more than just playing paintball. You really are committing to an entire weekend, 3-day, 4-day, however long it takes, with your friends. And there's more to it than just what you see on the field. Like, it's an entire experience. That's why I made a point to call it a MagFed experience. It's not just about the playtime on the field. It really is just beyond just the game itself.
And I think that's what paintball should be.
Yeah, I was going to say,
whole,
like, that's
right? I mean,
that's exactly what it's all about.
Just a dick swinging contest on the field and an adrenaline rush. But there is the camaraderie to paintball, which I feel like a lot of people have gotten away from since the birth of social media and the expansion of Facebook groups and shit like that. Pardon the language. But yeah, totally. Like when you go to like a large event like this, it is like just a gathering to put everything aside and just be like, we are paintballers and we are here for an amazing
Hear
time.
us roar. No, and that's, you know what? That's exactly our plan too, is me and the guys from the podcast that are traveling down. We're looking to document and do an entire video of this trip. And I don't know if we'll be able to do it in one, to be honest, because we're talking 4 days of footage. Like that might have to be broken down into like 2 or 3 parts. Otherwise, you're going to get an hour-long documentary. So, and
I've been
not
told
in-
to keep 10 minutes per episode, man. So at least you got that.
And you could get IMDb credits for it.
there, right? And I'll make some money on the community section of Pornhub.
Well, no, you're not legit until you have a Rotten Tomato score.
Ooh,
Just saying.
whatever.
There we go.
Yeah, so that's pretty much it. So Carlos, thank you for coming on and chatting about Snake Eater. I'm
Appreciate
excited.
you having me on.
Look forward to meeting you in person and having a beer. That is a must.
Oh, definitely. Not just one. It won't be just one.
Oh no, God no. No. You might as well just set me out next to the tap and watch me go. I'm sure I can find an Uber back to wherever I'm going. That's the thing you have in the States right now.
Oh yeah.
But that's and Nightmare, of course, thank you for coming on and wasting my time
Anytime, man. That's what I'm here to do.
with this vlogging thing.
Hey, man. After you maybe blur out those fingers, it's game on from here on in.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey,
you have to
asshole,
cut out your.
blur these out.
I don't have to.
My channel's family friendly.
Yeah, mine's not, and I don't think it ever will be. So, Dave's telling me, he says it's American beer, you'll be fine. At least it's American craft beer, though.
What percentage are we talking about that you guys have?
Our beers range anywhere from 5 to 9.
Oh no! Last time I was there, we were having 13. So
Ooh, now you've got my attention.
yeah, we were having 13. So
Apparently, A-Train's saying that he's so jealous that you have a mute button, yo.
A-Train,
I
shoot me
hate
a
that
message, man.
button.
I only charge. I'm going to charge. I don't know what's a good rate. $50 an hour, and I will teach you how the system works. Just saying.
Hey, that's
Um,
BS, man. I told you to find a better program than Skype.
I've been needing a new program better.
This is the pyramid skin.
Yeah,
Dude.
and dude, welcome to corporate.
Bought out.
Woo! So that's it. Speaking of A-Train, guys, don't forget to. I put the comment there I put the link there in the comments. So don't forget to check out. Vulcan's got a live stream coming up in 26 minutes.
Look, I just pinned it.
Oh, that's right. You're an admin on this page, aren't you?
Yeah, you never took away my rights, sucker.
Yeah, I gotta fix that.
Hey, look, I did one thing that helped out tonight.
Right?
I did something.
You can absolutely. So don't forget to check them out and say hi. So that's pretty much it. Keep an eye out. We will have we documented our trip from last weekend to Hillsborough Paintball. We documented that, so there's a bit of a video coming out the next day or two.
And I'm in it.
And you are in it. You are
A lot.
In it. A lot. Actually, yeah. I cut a lot of you out.
Do a barrel roll.
He
That's all I'm
falls
gonna say.
twice. It's great.
Tactical roll.
3. Actually, you fell 3 times. All right, that's
Hey,
it.
I'm not known for being a pro.
We're outta
Leave me
here.
alone.
So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for commenting and liking and subscribing and sharing and doing all that fun jazz. So please don't forget, jump over to YouTube and subscribe to our channel. Like we said, Facebook's making it very hard for us to get to you, and YouTube might make it even harder. So we're going to go to Pornhub and make it even harder.
Maritime Millicent Podcast. Get hard.
I might take that. I might use that. So that's it.
Brazzer.
We're out of here. So again, thank you everyone, and Carlos again, man, thank you for coming on, chatting like from your car. That's badass. That's awesome. So
Can't wait to see you, man.
it's gonna be a blast. So that's it, everyone. Until next week. Cheers.